Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shelf 2, Tier 3. Much like my Wrath of Khan shelf, this one is dedicated to just one set of figures, which is basically the TNG Bridge Crew. Minus Wesley Crusher, we'll get to that, but basically that's just because I don't have enough room on the shelf. Otherwise, I'd have Wesley up there as well, but unfortunately, I don't have enough room, so here are all the ranking officers on the bridge. And Alf. We'll also get to that in a second. But let's get started with the main guy right here, Captain Jean-Luc Picard. As we have talked about him many times, and we'll continue to talk about him because as many Kirks as I have many Jean-Luc Picards, and we'll get to the more Kirks again when we go into the other shelves. But here, Captain Jean-Luc Picard with his Starfleet gear, flutes, known Starfleet gear, Tea Earl Grey hot cup, tricorder, phaser, and pad. So that's Captain Jean-Luc Picard and his Starfleet gear. It's Will Riker with a beard. And he's got all of his Starfleet. This is actually Starfleet gear. I don't see a trombone, though. Weird. This one's from Tower Records. Remember Tower Records? I didn't really look at the back. Here's all the Will Rikers you could get. Actually, that's the Thomas Riker right there. And then, oh yeah, because we talked about this. There's a lot of Worfs and quite a few Rikers that you can get. But, I'm going to say this now to get it out of the way so I don't have to continue repeating it every time. The likenesses are pretty amazing. They did a wonderful job of scanning and crafting both the uniforms and the faces. You can go in there and you can see the rank of Commander. He's got a base back there that you can put him on if you want to take him out of the box. That is Commander William Riker. While we're talking about Will Riker, let's talk about non-bearded Will Riker. He is very stiff because he does not leave that position. So here he is. No beard. Basically, all of these figures are this. Wonderful arm twists above the elbow. Good elbow twisting. His hand doesn't move very well. But then again, he came with this chair, which we'll get into in just a second. Wonderful rank. Arms go out, although I'm very afraid to do that right now. Knees twist. Torso twists. Feet move just enough to get them into the right position to where he won't fall over. And as you can see, his finger is actually meant to be over top for the chair here. And as you can see, the chair, it's plastic. This one I bought separately. It was on eBay for sale. As you can see, it's damaged, cracked. I saw it this way on eBay. I just had the extra Riker. Because I also, like you saw the last time, I have both Picard and Riker in box with these chairs. But this one just, as you can see here, it's pretty cool. Let me turn it right way up here so you can take a look. Yeah, so little decals and basically elbow rests. And basically when he sits, which we will do again, the fingers are positioned to make it seem like he's pushing buttons. And now here's the guy who needs no introduction because I did a review on him that many people have seen, which I really appreciate. It's actually pretty cool to watch that number continue to go up. I think it's around 260 now. People have watched that review, which makes me very happy and, keeps me going. But yeah, so this is Alf. He was just released from NECA about a month and a half ago. And, all of the wonderful articulation. He comes with several different hands. You can take this Hawaiian shirt off. Glasses do come off. You can take a look at my review, and I'll link it down below, of his figure in his box that he came in. So now we'll talk about the other out-of-the-box figure. It is Jean-Luc Picard from Season 1. Just like Riker was from Season 1, this Picard is from Season 1. And what I like here, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, this is representative of Season 1. You can see his eyes are different because he's looking that way. And now he's looking like this. Very interesting. But there's kind of a difference between the shirt, because the Season 1 outfits were a onesie. Put them on, zipped it up. It was basically a onesie. When you got to Season, 3 or 4, they started becoming two different. You got a shirt and a pair of pants with a split on the bottom like that. It's really hard to tell the difference in box. But, I mean, it looks like there's a more defined break between the shirt and the pants for this season than it is for this Season 1 version. His hands are also different because, like Riker, his fingers... Oh, and his wrists move a lot better. His fingers are meant to indicate pushing the buttons on the chair, which they're basically the same decals on the chair. So, but yeah, so there is Captain Picard. And you can even go... engage. Make it so. Okay, moving back to the boxes, and I wish the bottom of these were better. I really do, because sometimes they'll stand up on their own. Most of the time, though, they want to fall forward, and that's really unfortunate. It just makes you want to take it out of the box and use the stand. Funny enough, though, Dr. Crusher doesn't come with a stand. And I don't think she's the only one that doesn't come with a stand. But we'll get into that. Picard and Riker come with a stand, and they say with display base on them. And she does not. I wonder why the distinction. Very strange. But here's Dr. Crusher. It's kind of cool because she got a hyperspray. She's got a medical tricorder that's upside down for some reason, because that's where the probe is. I don't know. That's really weird. She's got her medical computer here, and then she's got a pad. The likeness is really nice, and I said I was going to stop saying that, and as stated, Dr. Crusher does not have a display base, but Commander Troy does. And again, why is that? That looks just like Marina Sirtis, doesn't it? She looks fantastic. Comes with an ice cream sundae, which she was really into ice cream. Phaser, pad, tricorder. And here's all of the Picards. Look at all of the Picards. There are so many Picards. This, of course, is from Season 7 when she becomes a commander. And now here is Data. I have a lot of Datas. I think I have, 3 Datas? 4 Datas. 4 Datas and a lore. We'll get into lore here in just a second. But as you can see, Comes with spot. Has a tricorder. Comes with a violin because he played the violin. I don't see a phaser. Oh, look, there's a bow. There's a bow for the violin. And then I think that's the top of his head, because once again, all of these datas have their positronic brain out. So in case I didn't mention, these are all issued in 2006. Take a look down here. Copyright 2006, CBS Studios. Art Asylum. Yeah, 2006. But anyway, here's Geordie LaForge. Sometimes these get cattywampus for whatever reason. I don't know why. These don't open. These have never been opened. Let's see, Starfleet gear. So he's got his engineering case. He also has his tricorder. But yeah, and that's LeVar Burton. And no stand. Just Starfleet gear. It's a very strange distinction. And last of the Star Trek figures, it's Worf. Very much so. He comes with a Type 3 phaser. Comes with his Type 2 phaser and a tricorder. I don't see a batleth. Now we'll do some of the tchotchke that we got around here, some of the random things. This is a Type 1 phaser, which is basically supposed to be the cricket phaser that you see Riker holding there. But I'll tell you what, that is big. I mean, compare that. I mean, you're not going to sneak that into anything. You're not going to sneak this into anything either. But still, I mean, that's huge compared to what the cricket phaser should be. Requires 3 AAA batteries, which are not included, which is great, which means that the battery compartment of this is in perfect condition. That's great. So phaser, light beam, electronic phaser sound. It's a real working flashlight too. Oh, think about that. That's kind of cool. I guess it's marketed as a flashlight. You get your intensity control, electronic sound button, and a firing button. Nice. 3 AAA batteries. Ooh, you can change the bulb. Ooh, I wonder if you could put an LED in there. So phaser, hand phaser, Mark 6. Generates a high-intensity beam of phased, coherent light. Scrambles the flow of electrical and light fiber currents. Continuously variable from stun to full. So, there you go. And it's just funny because it's supposed to be representative of... And look down here. They put a Star Trek... I mean, I guess this is just supposed to be a flashlight. A flashlight with funny sounds. And to be honest, I never thought about that before. I just thought that, hey, you know what? This is what they thought is representative of the cricket phaser. It's not. It is a flashlight phaser. It's definitely not the Dustbuster phaser that Yar is holding right there. But yeah, it's something in between. And it's just a stylized version. And I love this card because this card is flat. Look how flat that is. And this is old. I mean, the age of this. I mean, this is an 88. So, I mean, that's pretty. And that's 2 mission points. Coming up now is the Cobra phaser from the Next Generation. 1998 Paramount Pictures. Playmates did some really good replicas. The one thing I will say that they stand the test of time. They're pretty sturdy. They're nice and hefty. And I'll tell you what, we're going to get this screw off here and we're going to listen to the sounds. There we go. That's a nice battery compartment right there. AA batteries. Let's see what happens. Nice. Oh. This one, though. Oh, there it goes. The age has not been kind, unfortunately. As nice as this is, age has not been kind. There we go. So you got 2 settings. You got a stun and you got a long, sustained burst. This is, of course, the emitter settings to show you what setting you're at. Unfortunately, that's not how this works. However, it does light up, along with the emitter itself. It's a pretty cool prop. Okay, we're down to the last couple of things here. This is a Type 3 phaser rifle that was put out by Factory Entertainment and CBS Studios. This is just like the Type 3 phaser that I've got for the TOS. They basically came out at the same time. But this is the TNG version that they used a lot. They use this one quite frequently in the series, whereas they used the Type 3 phaser in TOS for one episode. Here is the Hot Wheels version of the Enterprise D as seen in Generations, because you've got your damage here when they found the frequency to the shields, and the Duras sisters destroyed the nacelle and then did a bunch of damage and then did so much damage around. See, this comes off and you can actually see, if you look closely, Data going, oh shit. Speaking of oh shit, there's Data. This is a little Christmas ornament from Hallmark that I just thought looked amazing and really enjoyed, and it just goes on my shelf. No lights, no nothing. It's from 97 from Hallmark. No lights, no batteries. Just a wonderful representation of Data sitting at his console, and it just sits right behind me on my shelf. So we're down to the last two here, and this is the Enterprise C. A lot of people really don't like the Enterprise C. It's fascinating. I think it's a really cool looking ship. And I think between the B and the D, it fits a really nice niche in between the two, because you've got the nacelles that are starting to look very D-like. And they're kind of working off of the Excelsior curve here in the bottom with a bigger deflector dish. And then you've got this nice round Constitution-like saucer. But yeah, I mean, I really, really like the way the C looks, and I think that Eaglemoss did a really nice job, because like I had said before, they are incredibly hit and miss with a lot of their stuff. But this is a very accurate and very nice representation. So now we come to the final piece, and that is the NCC 1701D. Here it is in all of its Eaglemoss glory. This is another one that really turned out very well, that looks great. The saucer does not separate, even though it looks like it should. It does not. It's pretty well on there, and I'm not going to try any harder. But look at that. All the windows, everything is represented. And I thought it was really weird back in the day when it first showed up that there was only one torpedo launcher, when the Enterprise and the Enterprise A had, the refits had two torpedo launchers, along with the Excelsior, and the Miranda not only had two torpedo launchers in the front, it had an aft torpedo, which is really cool that this replicated, because it is supposed to have an aft torpedo right there, but you can't really tell because Eaglemoss wasn't paying any attention and decided not to add the hole. Like I said, hit and miss, but overall, this is a great, great, great little figure from Eaglemoss. And now that we've gotten through everything, let's get rid of that dust.